Alrighty, let's get this started then. Today, we are playing Would You Rather on my phone. So check this out. Woo! I'm scared. Would you rather live for a week in the North Pole or live a week in the desert? Me, personally, I don't know about you guys, I love the heat. Whoa, I'm almost falling. I can't stand the cold even with 300 jackets in there. If my hand is cold, I will flip. I don't like it. I don't care for it. It's disgusting. No. 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 So, I'm going to live in the desert. You guys, 66% say they'd rather live in the, I don't know what you call it, Atlanta? No. Be able to communicate with whispers. Be only able to speak loudly. Now, I'm a pretty loud person already, so I'm pretty sure that I would pick being able to speak loudly, although I see both of these as both good and bad. Like, if you're whispering, people won't think you're too loud, but they'll also not be able to hear you. Whereas, if you're speaking loudly, people will be able to hear you, but they'll thinking you're annoying. But still, I'd rather be able to speak louder. 53 of you guys are liars. Have elbow joints looking towards the opposite side, whatever that means, or have the knee joints reversed. Is this like Geeko from the Chavo del Ocho? Well, I mean, isn't having elbows like joints like that double jointed? I know one of my friends is double jointed. I mean, a few of my friends are double jointed. Having your knees would just look weird. But then again, if we're talking like all the way like that, that's pretty weird. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick... Well, then your skating would be weird. You'd always be pushing switch, I guess. So, I think having elbow joints toward the opposite side would be my answer. 53% agree with me. 47 say no. That's 3,000 to 2,000 people. That's insane. 50 degrees every day, 0 degrees every day. I don't get this. For me, at least, since I live in Arkansas, which is predominantly a crazy weathered place, 50 degrees every day seems fairly cold, and 0 degrees seems terribly cold. But I'd pick a little bit more heat over 0 degrees. It's even cold in here for me, maybe because I'm wearing a t-shirt. But I'm going to go 50 degrees every day. 65 agree with me. The other 35 are just dumb. Do you not celebrate Christmas? I don't know which one I'd pick. Honestly, that's a hard question. Would you rather that everyone can know what you think, or be naked forever? Ugh. I mean, obviously one, you're running around with no clothes. The other one, you're everyone knowing what you think. So you could be thinking, gosh, you're beautiful. Maybe she's like, no. So, if I had to pick one, I'd go blue, honestly. 65% of you guys. I mean, that seems pretty fair. Be a millionaire, but failed mentally. Be a millionaire, but be socially embittered. So, I'm assuming embittered means no friends or something. So you have no friends, but you got all this money. But you're a little dumb. And I think, as we see, no offense to any Republicans out there, but Donald Trump, freedom of free speech, freedom. So I'm going red. And then 66% of you guys are liars. This is a true. Well, I would rather be smart than not have any friends. Well, guess what? You're a liar. You want friends, and if you didn't have friends, you would cry, and you would call your mom and tell her, come pick me up. No one wants to talk to me, because you are a liar, and I don't like liars. I am a Christian boy. Just listen to the Beatles. Only listen to the Rolling Stones. I don't really listen to classic rock that much, or at least like classic normal rock. I like some of the Beatles songs. I like some of the Rolling Stones songs. This one's a weird one. I'm gonna have to go with the Beatles though, because the Beatles are more, I guess they're more like classic. Not saying anything to the Rolling Stones. You can't, but you know, you can't always get what you want. Don't like this video. 55% agree with me, and 55 are right, and they deserve the privilege to listen to the Beatles for the rest of it. Stop using YouTube, stop using Facebook. Now, as you can tell, I use a lot of YouTube. Now, stop using Facebook. Facebook I do not use in a sense of like, you know, scrolling through and listen to what other people say. Give me one like if you're single. Give me a comment if you're in a relationship. And because I think that's just dumb and I don't see the point in that. So, in that aspect, I would give up Facebook. But I do use Facebook Messenger every day of my life, it seems like. I use it to contact my mom sometimes. I use it to contact my best friend, my family. Well, my mom is my family. But you get my point. So, my social life would go down. But obviously, Instagram, I use that a lot too. And there's a DM platform on there. If you didn't know, you can direct message people on Instagram. Congratulations, science, it works. So there's a replacement for that. YouTube, on the other hand, I spend so much time on YouTube that it feels like without YouTube, I don't think I'd even have like knowledge of what's going on, because I don't necessarily watch the news. And when I do watch the news, like if I watch ABC News, it's only on my YouTube account. So I think I'm gonna have to stop using Facebook. 81% agreed with me. Measure 1.24 meters or measure 2.5 meters. I'm assuming this means be on a shorter side or be on the taller side. Now, there are pros and cons to both. I am predominantly the smaller side of the average scale. I'm not, wink, Edna from The Incredibles, but I'm also not, Michael Jordan. So, I feel like if I were taller, girls, they like taller guys because, you can like hold hands and my boyfriend is 10 times tall, taller than your boyfriend, or whatever. So, I would rather be taller, and 66% of people would too. 34 of you guys are kidding yourself. Yes. Have the best house in the worst neighborhood, or have the worst house in the best neighborhood. Now, if I had the best house in the worst neighborhood, well, I feel like this was written by someone who hasn't been near a bad neighborhood. I'm not saying I live in a bad neighborhood, but come on. Whereas if you had a terrible house in a better neighborhood, you would be the one to look terrible. Like, think about that. If you lived in a little like box in the middle of Beverly Hills, they'd be like, who on earth is this guy? This guy's weird. I don't want him near my kids. What is he doing in Beverly Hills? He is a rapist. They might not say rapist, but you know what I mean. Whereas, if you live in the best house in the worst neighborhood, people are going to want to meet you. And I understand, let's say this place is really crazy. Drugs, crime, all that bad stuff. Freeze to death. Burn to death. Like I said earlier, I love the heat. I like sweating. I like getting exercise. I love all that good stuff. But burning is a different story. Fire is very dangerous. I'm around it often because my parents they have a little piece of land and we have to burn stuff. So I would probably pick freeze to death because you're frozen. Eventually you're just gonna be unconscious, and then after that you just slowly die, but you won't feel any of it. Except for obviously the first part where you're cold. And I don't like the cold, but I'm gonna pick freeze to death. 71% of people agree on me. 29 don't. Let's see. Try and be rejected. Do not try. If I have a feeling I will be rejected. Let me tell you guys a story real quick. Once there was a young man who liked a girl, right? He liked a girl. She was cute. She was sweet. She was nice. She was smart. Everything a guy wanted in a girl. Well, he didn't take the opportunity, right? She slipped away. while she slipped away, this man right here was with another girl, and that girl wasn't for him. No, well, this man, he lost touch with the girl. Now look at him. He went back to the other girl. He's like, hey, I like you. I like you a lot. She would have said yes. But guess what? She said no. Poor man. You should have tried. It doesn't matter if she rejects you. It doesn't matter if she spits in your face. Darn it, you tried. And that's all that matters. I'm gonna try. Be rejected. 51% agree with me. Thank you very much. So you guys, this was a fun video to make. Right now the recording is around 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna end it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, please watch another one of my videos, and comment, share. I'm out of here. See you guys later.